Hey friends, it's Lisa Young-Sutton with another video, and this is for the person who asked for a way to practice the method of distanced grand tableau right from the beginning, even though she's just learning the cards and she's still only reading 3-card horizontal lines. And when she asked for this, I was just thrilled because this is actually how I teach. I do start with 3 cards, but I also, right from the start, get people used to looking at a full tableau in front of them while only focusing on the 3-card line. And then we move into the 5-card cross, and then we move into the full box, okay? And then we take it out another layer, okay, and then before you know it, we're reading the whole tableau. All right, what deck am I using here? It's a mini deck. It's the LICUC, the one I don't know how to say, Lenormand's. Great deck for tableaus. I mean, look how easy it is to read. Okay, it's a mini deck. Now, she got the idea for this by the How Am I Doing GT that I have in my book, and this is was intended to be a monthly reading, a monthly life checkup, like how are you doing in your life, right? And in this in the book, this section is using houses, right? And then I even have I even shortened it up more, a quick How Am I Doing GT based on chaining houses, right? So, but it does use houses, right? And she wanted one just for the method of distance, which is coming in book 2. But, you know, for now, I thought, hey, I'll just make a quick video on it. All right, so this is a reenactment of a live event. This was a reading that I did for a young college student, a female. All right, so this was her reading that I already did. So I just reconfigured it, relayed the cards. Okay, so for you who are just beginning, this can be a weekly reading. And what you want to do is ask, what do I need to focus on this week? What are the primary happenings of my week? Okay? And then you lay this grand tableau, and you're only going to look at a few cards at a time, because that's all you are ready for, right? So don't worry about all this, but you want to get your eyes used to looking at all these cards in front of you without reading every single one. Because if you start laying 3-card lines and then go to 5-card horizontal lines and never have any other cards in front of you, that's all you're going to be comfortable with seeing. And no wonder people look at a grand tableau and they're like, oh my gosh, I could never do that. Well, yeah, if you get used to looking at it right from the beginning, you could definitely do it because you're still reading only a few cards at a time. All right, now I got this, this is just a placemat that I found in my drawer, right? And I thought, well, this is perfect because what you can do is you can just cover the section that you don't want to look at. You can cover sections, you can use paper too, you know. But you do want to get used to looking at all these cards. All right, now, how can you leave this laying for the a whole week? Well, I use these boards. All right, I buy these chalk boards. That's as far as I can zoom out. Okay, they're not big. They're chalk boards, and then there's a dry erase board on the other side. I think you can just buy them one-sided or even cheaper, right? Just a dry erase board. But you can lay your grand tableau on this, or lay any card spreads on this, and then you can just move it around. You can move it out of your way. You can stick it up on the dresser, up on a shelf, up on a chair, on whatever. Or your other option is just to take a picture, and then you have it on your phone. Okay, so you asked what? You asked, what do I need to focus on this week? Now, first thing you're going to do is look for your card. All right, that's always what you do in a grand tableau. You always want to look for your cards, see where you are, see what's touching you. That's what's most important. That's called your comfort zone. Your comfort zone are the cards that are immediately touching your card and the next layer out. Now, because of where she falls, more than half this spread is her comfort zone. All right? If she landed down here in the corner, her comfort zone would only be, these would be her very near cards. She would only have 3. And then she would only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 near cards. That would be her full comfort zone. But because she lands here, her comfort zone consists of a full box of very near cards, and then she's only missing 2 here. And then she has all of these cards for her very near. That's the next layer out, the cards that are touching these. Boop, boop, right? Boop, this one's touching too, right? Okay, so that makes her comfort zone all of these cards. Wow, right? So when somebody's comfort zone is this big, I tend to first look at what's not touching, what's not in their comfort zone, but we're not dealing with that right now. Remember, this is for someone who's only reading 3 card lines at this point. So what does she want to do? She wants to look for her card and start with what she's used to looking at. These little 3 horizontally attached cards. So you're looking to see what life area cards are immediately touching your card, or what cards, you know, what subjects, right, are really jumping out at you. Now, like I said, she's a young college student. Friends and studies. That's her life, right? Isn't that your primary life when you're a college student? Friends and studying. And of course, there's her little 3-card line. All right. Now, how do I read the box around any card that I'm looking at in a grand tableau? I want to read the pairs that are connected to the center card. So I'm not really reading these 2 together, or these 2 together, or these 2 together, because they're not going through her. All right. I'm reading these 2 and these 2, right? Because they pass through her. The energy passes through her. These 2, the energy passes through her. These 2. So it's boop, 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 boop. That's how I read the boxes. You do that for every life area card too. Say you're reading for friendship. You do the same thing. These cards together. These 2 cards together. These 2 cards together. These 2 cards together. That is where you want to start. You need a process. You need a technique, a method. Otherwise, you're going to get lost and you're going to start reading all kinds of things that you shouldn't be, okay? So remember, you're just reading around her for now. So you are used to reading your 3 cards, right? But you're reading the cards around her. So start getting used to all those combinations. And because you're laying this for an entire week, just look at it with fresh eyes every day, and new things will pop out at you. I'm telling you, it'll be like, wait a minute, that wasn't there yesterday. Well, yeah, it was, but you just didn't see it. So this is such a great exercise. So right away, we can say that what's most important in her week is friendship and her studies, okay? We can also say that she's got the mountain over her head. She's got the enemy card, the card of struggles and challenges weighing down on her, crushing her. No one wants the mountain over their head. But she's standing on a little bit of luck, okay? And then look at these 2 cards. She holds the key. That's perfect. She's got the key. She's got the solution for this problem. But here she's got risk, right? Hasty decisions and risk and that kind of thing, all right? And here she has the bouquet. That's gratification, that's offers and invitations, and, you know, taking the time to smell the roses, enjoying the simple things in life, all that, beauty, okay? But what's that countering? As it passes through her, it gets to erosion, okay? Underlying worries, loss, okay? So something is taking away. So she's got some problems in here, right? She's got some great cards, but she also has she's got enemy, she's got risk, danger, she's got erosion and loss. Now, what are they related to? Well, we know they're somehow related to school and friendship or loyalty, right? Remaining loyal to your studies. Or they're related to secrets regarding a friend, which is, if you look at the next layer out, we're going to get to that, but not today. We're not going to be looking at that today, all right? For today, what did I say? You only want to look at a few cards and get a general idea of what's going on. You write those things down. You record those things. Put it away then, and tomorrow look at it again. Look at what you wrote yesterday. Add more to it. Do it every day of the week. If you're comfortable, you can move to the next layer out. Like, what of this friend? Okay, and now if we're reading around the friend card, if we're going the next layer out, now we can just read around the friend card. Okay, well, there's something wrong. We have deceit here. We have risk, and the risk is facing her social group, okay? And she's got secrets now on the other side of her, and loss, right? She's got enemy card. Yeah, so we know there's a problem with a friend, all right? So you chip away at it. Each day you look at more things, you write them down, you see how each day what you see lines up with what you saw yesterday and the day before. By the end of the week, you should have something to say about all these cards, okay? Or at least, if you're very new, at least the cards touching her. You should have a little story for just the cards touching her if you are brand new. I wouldn't go beyond that, okay? So I think that is it for today. I think that's enough to get you started, and let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about this. All right, so that is what I want you to do, to start right from the beginning, getting accustomed to looking at the method of distance grand tableau when you are still only capable of reading a 3-card line. Okay? All right, that's it for today, everybody. Now, as always, go play with your cards. Bye, everybody.